We start with breaking news tonight in that shooting at Graham-Kapowsin High School. Pierce County Sheriff's deputies just released a picture of these two suspects wanted in connection with the shooting that injured two students. A third suspect, who is 17, is already in custody.
Detectives say the suspects drove off in this green Chevy Impala. They released the video of the car within the past hour, and they're hoping someone has information on the suspects or the car.
And tonight we're learning new details about how that shooting happened and the anguish parents felt as they rushed to the school to check on their kids.
And Natalie Swaby is at Tacoma General, where the victims were taken. But we want to begin with Heather Graf at the high school.
We now know this shooting stemmed from some sort of altercation between a group of individuals outside of Graham-Kapowsin. But what makes this so scary, according to the Pierce County Sheriff's Office, is that it all happened only about 10 yards from the school's campus. Graham-Kapowsin High School went on lockdown Tuesday afternoon, and worried parents went right to the scene.
Yeah, baby.
Parents like Leah Baker.
Yes?
Frightened and desperate for answers.
I need to come sign you out. Are they letting you out?
And that's her son on the phone.
Are they releasing you?
He was one of many students who texted their families as they sat huddled inside the school after learning of a shooting that took place at about 2:30 p.m. just off campus.
Didn't really hit reality till we were sitting there for like an hour and everyone started freaking out after then.
The Pierce County Sheriff's Office says the victims were both students at Graham-Kapowsin and sought refuge there in the moments after they were shot.
One of them went inside the school and went into a bathroom by a locker room. The other one went down in a parking lot by a football field. So initial information was there were shots fired at the school, 2 down.
A scary scenario, but one that law enforcement, the school, and its students have all trained for.
You never think it's going to happen at the school your children go to, and then you get a text from your child and says there's a shooting at the school over lockdown.
So as moms and dads rushed to a reunification site set up at nearby Frontier Middle, deputies swept the entire area to make sure the threat was over, and then began the search for a suspect and motive.
We're going through all the different theories we're hearing about: altercation from a football game, a planned fight, gang ties, a whole bunch of different theories.
At least 70 parents.
And when we saw Leah Baker next,
cops came, escorted us out, did a pat down on everyone.
She and her son were grateful to be headed home.
You know, I knew he wasn't one of the kids that were shot. I pray for them and their parents, but it was still, until I had actual eyes on him, it was still scary. Just because you never know.
And right now we want to give you one more look at this photo of the two additional suspects that detectives are now working to identify and locate. They already have one person in custody in connection to this shooting and urge anyone with information to contact the Pierce County Sheriff's Office. Meanwhile, tonight we do want to get an update on how the victims are doing. And for that part of the story, we turn to Natalie Swaby at the hospital where they're being treated.
Here at Tacoma General, I spoke with James Osley tonight. He tells me his 16-year-old brother was shot in the leg and the abdomen. He says he underwent surgery and is expected to be okay. But James says he wants to make something clear. After the shooting, he's heard rumors and theories that it may have been a gang-related incident. He says his brother is not involved in gangs at all. Now again, his brother and one other victim were brought here to Tacoma General this afternoon. According to Graham's fire chief, both teens were alert and talking after being shot. He says initially one was in critical condition and one in serious condition. They were both transported to Tacoma General by ambulance. They both underwent surgery and both are expected to survive. Tonight, the school district sent out this tweet. It reads, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the families and students involved with this shooting today. This is a scary situation and we are proud of how our staff, students and families have been and are still reacting to it." And the high school is expected to have additional security tomorrow, as well as some counselors on hand for students. In Tacoma, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.
We'll be on this story overnight and into the morning as the active search continues. Check your King 5 app and then tune into King 5 Mornings for the latest information.